as you know, RICO has been used to go after like Al-Qaeda, MS-13, the Gambino family. How would something like that protest fall under a RICO charge?
That's not what we use RICO for only. RICO is available to all kinds of organizations committing crimes and committing wrongful acts, not just organized crime or ISIS or terrorist organizations. And so it depends. So is it, again, sheer happenstance that individuals show up at a restaurant where the president is trying to enjoy dinner in Washington, D.C., and accost him with vile words and vile anger, and meanwhile he's simply trying to have dinner? Does it mean it's just completely random that they showed up? Maybe, but to the extent that it's part of an organized effort to inflict harm and terror and damage to the United States, there's potential investigations there, and that's what the president was saying yesterday in the Oval Office, and what he also has said in the days before that as well.
But were those women in the restaurant inflicting harm or terror or damage by protesting the president of the United States? I mean, they were just shouting basically in his vicinity.
I mean, repeat what you just said. I mean, honestly, so you're asking whether there's damage done by 4 individuals screaming and yelling at the president of our United States while he's trying to have dinner. That can't be a serious question. That cannot be a serious question. I mean, it's true that there's a difference between shouting and committing an assassination,
there were supporters outside,
which is what happened to Charlie.
On this episode of Code Blue in America, the breaking news segment, let's talk about President Trump's right-hand man, Todd Blanche, who went on national TV and said, with a straight face, that ordinary Americans protesting Trump at a dinner could face criminal RICO charges. That's right, peaceful protesters suddenly being painted as mob bosses. CNN called it a dangerous distortion of federal law. The Washington Post noted that Blanche's rhetoric echoes the administration's growing use of intimidation tactics to blur the line between dissent and criminality. Now, if that weren't enough, just yesterday President Trump himself threatened to prosecute an ABC journalist for so-called hate speech.
And what do you make Pam Bondi saying she's going to go after hate speech? Is that, I mean, a lot of your allies say hate speech is free speech.
She'll probably go after people like you because you treat me so unfairly. It's hate. You have a lot of hate in your heart. Maybe they'll come after ABC. Well, ABC paid me $16 million recently for a form of hate speech, right? Your company paid me $16 million for a form of hate speech, so maybe they'll have to go after you.
Translation: asking tough questions or reporting critically on the president now qualifies as a crime. According to NBC News, this is part of a broader strategy to delegitimize the press and silence dissent. Let's be real here. Under this logic, the First Amendment is hanging by a thread, and every American journalist may need a lawyer on speed dial just for doing their jobs. But the bigger picture? This is how authoritarian creep works. Step 1. Redefine protest as crime. Step 2. Redefine journalism as hate speech. Step 3. Redefine loyalty to country as loyalty to one man. And make no mistake, these tactics are corrosive to the very fabric of American democracy. As The Atlantic bluntly put it, Trump is testing the limits of the Constitution, and so far, he's getting away with it. And that's the cold truth on the Code Blue in America. Only on OGM News.